It's time for the back nine, round 3 of the PDGA World Championships. Here at the International Disc Golf Center, we got some chase card action. I'm Steve Hill, alongside Jeremy Koling. We got a good little round cooking so far.
Oh yeah, grab your zebra cakes, grab your popcorn. We have an exciting back nine to follow here. We've got 3 superstars: Paul McBeth, 4-time world champion; Eagle McMahon, Simon Lizotte, and newcomer, new to the tour, new to the league or chase card at the World Championships, Adam Jomez, putting together a solid front nine. Him and Simon are 5 down apiece to the front. Eagle and Paul are 3 under, looking to make a push, trying to get their spot on league card for the last round.
We got this par 5 to kick things off.
Yeah, this is a really, really tricky hole. I mean, they really all are, and it becomes a lot less tricky if you can get kicks like that.
That was
Wow, you know, you got the world champ love and then the no world champ love right after that, so he's going to be in a tough spot there. And Eagle's been doing a really good job of making these tee shots look really easy. Just a bit early on the release, but the disc was on that perfect plane that you want. Just nice, flat. Was going to finish the hyzer way around the corner, but those big, tall Georgia pines got in the way.
So in case you didn't see the front nine for some reason, we mentioned it before, but Adam Jomez not only dealing with, coming onto the lead or chase card at his first Worlds, he was also up all night sick with food poisoning, and he's still 5 under par. He's going Michael Jordan flu game so far.
Yeah, and Simon goes, here's your flu game right here. Oh, man, I'm speaking too soon on these shots. I thought that was puree. But, yeah, Adam was making big putts in the front nine, throwing really quality shots, not showing any signs of nerves. That's something that you don't quite see in every player. That is something that you only see from guys who have that little bit extra skill, that is the X factor, that intangible ability that not everyone has in them. And man, Simon just caught the 7 or 8 iron leafs, unable to get out of the bad stuff. He'll be throwing his third from about 450 feet away from the pin.
And we need to measure Eagle's wingspan. I mean, I know you go pretty big on the wingspan, but as a ratio to body type.
Yeah, Eagle's arms, he's got wings. Let's just say he's got eagle wings, that's for sure. That's what allows him to throw the disc so freaking far effortlessly.
I feel like it's a good thing Paul wore red because he's really standing out. We've seen, I feel bad saying it, but we've seen him a lot in the rough today.
Yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, he's superhuman in skill, but he's still human. And, this course brings out the human in all of us. You're going to get bad kicks. You're going to get good kicks. And you're going to be in the woods. You're going to be in spots where you're going to have to get creative. And we've seen a lot of shots from Paul so far trying to find a way to battle through. Man, just a really bad kick there.
And you mentioned bad luck. He said the day before he had a little bad luck off the course. He ended up cracking his tooth while he was eating a sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
He also lost his watch, fell off his paddleboard. He had a rough day.
Oh, that's a nice watch too.
Round.
He had a nice Bulova watch or something like that. Nice watch. He's
got like a C3PO watch on today. You can see it's gold there.
Yeah, that's a part of his routine. He likes that weight on the wrist, and I don't think he's laying that one up.
Nope.
I think that was him saying, I need to make a stand here. I'm charging, and he wasn't too far off from making it.
Wow. He just split the uprights there.
Yeah, a little field goal there. Simon will have his tap-in par. And this is a par putt from Paul. Man, he's just trying everything he's got, just coming up just a bit short. And
Eagle showing a little frustration there too.
And he putted very well in the front nine. And look at the one guy who's cashing in, time after time.
Look at the gallery too. I mean, it's gathering there.
This is chase card.
Yeah.
This is chase card. I mean, we do have 3 superstars, but I mean, Ricky Wysocki and Johnny McRae are battling for first place the hole before this, and this is where I don't think they came to watch Paul, Simon, or Eagle. I think they came out here to watch Adam.
I think so. Though if they weren't intending to do that, they're certainly getting a show.
Yeah. And that's the, you know, as tough as that hole is to birdie, it's not that hard to par. That's a pretty big mistake on Eagle and Paul's part. Dropping down a stroke apiece now, 2 under for the round. And here we're coming into Turkey Gulch.
Yeah, this is a fun stretch.
Yeah, fun for the viewers. This
Right.
Kind of a scary nightmare for the players, just because these holes are right there in front of you. There's no hole that's longer than 240 feet. I believe this is the longest of the 3. And yet, they're all holes that you can bogey instantaneously. OB downhill from each hole, and Adam shows you exactly how you want to play the hole. Just throw a hyzer flip-up putter of some sort and leave yourself above the hole about 25 feet or so.
And tricky pin placements on a lot of these, too.
And this needs to slow down or hit a tree, which it does. If that didn't hit a tree, there's a good chance that thing could have skipped down towards the OB line. And Paul throws a nice little flip up. Again, with the mid-range speed there, he's got to be careful. He looks like he got a good break there as well.
He got the green flag.
Yeah, there's trees and roots to hit down there, but you don't want to test that. You want to hit up where Adam hit and slide down the hill.
Eagle with the Jerry Garcia stamped P2 there.
And he's in the ditch. That's fine. You know, that's a pretty routine distance for Eagle. That is uncharacteristic. That is a putt that we see Simon make more times than not.
Some good luck to not have that get up on edge there. Man,
what is going on with this kid?
It's no fear.
I'm not surprised because he hasn't. The only putt he's really missed all round was hole 1, and since then he's been right on the pole. But that's a different putt than the rest of the ones. The rest of the ones he's had have been no danger behind.
Exactly.
That is a straight killer death putt.
Yep.
And he just looked at the face of fear, and he, you know, stood the test of adversity and put it right in the middle. Good putts from Eagle and Paul as well. Not quite as dangerous as Adam's putt, but still nice birdies to pick up.
Simon going to take the only par there.
And give himself a little encouragement for the next hole with a slap on the head. Do better next time.
So Adam has now jumped the 3 stud players on the card.
Yeah. Well, yeah, something tells me that if he keeps this up, he'll be the stud player on the card for future rounds to come.
Yeah.
This is
breakout performance.
Yeah. And here we are, hole 12. Probably the most hated hole in disc golf world's history. There's just really no way to play this hole perfect. You might think that you played it well, but then your disc will still probably hit that backside hill and roll OB. But we'll see if somebody can prove me wrong here. Really, the one thing you have to avoid doing is hitting a tree before you cross over the little ditch in front. You're technically teeing off from OB. And if you never cross in bounds, then there's a drop zone you go to. And Paul shows us how to throw it from the tee. Almost aces it.
Oh.
And OB.
Oh, man.
Look at that. I mean, I'm not happy that he went OB, but I'm kind of happy that you get to see how treacherous this hole is. I mean, he almost aces the hole. Would have been within 30 feet still, and then that happens.
All right, what do you think of this play?
Does it stay in bounds? It's perfect. I mean, that's an incredibly difficult shot. That shot is just to stay in bounds. The fact that he has a birdie look is a huge bonus. I don't know if he was planning on parking the hole or putting it that close.
Sure.
That, I'd say, if there is a perfect way to play it, it is hitting the top of that hillside, getting the slight anti-flare, and slowing the disc down is the only way that you can really control the speed. And that is just textbook right there. I mean, you really can't do it much better than that. Well done there from Simon. Look at that shape there on the FollowFlight.
That was a fun one.
A bunch of zigzags. And that's got to sit down. That hillside is not friendly. Ooh. That putter just
very nice.
Got tripped up, but that could have been dangerous.
Wow, that's a beautiful putt.
Flick roller birdie on hole 12. That's huge. That's bonus right there. I can't imagine the Eagles thinking I'm attacking this for an aggressive play for birdie with going flick roller off the tee. But sure enough, he hits the gap perfect and makes good on the putt, and Adam cleans up his 3 as well.
Now, Eagle has been putting very well today.
Yeah, all tournament really. Missed a few there, here and there, but nothing that was like a gimme. You know, they're all
Right.
outside circle or circle's edge. And I guess the one thing that you can take, you know, something out of with the OBT shot is that if you do clear that hill, you're going to still be within
You're still saving par.
15 feet or so. But kind of a bummer. Paul threw a great shot. Didn't really deserve to go OB there, in my opinion. But,
Yeah.
you know, who am I?
Hey, you have some insights.
Hole 13, the last one of the Three Sisters. It's just right there in front of you, man. I mean, this is the most aceable hole in the course, I feel like. It's only 231 feet. You can throw a putter. You have the little backside hill to kind of play as your backboard, but the wrong angle or the bad skip, you can go be in a heartbeat. And
Right there.
There you go. Almost anything that hits a tree ends up down that hill OB. And Simon trying to just stay away from it, hits that early tree, and look
Man.
at that OB. I thought that there is one gap that you can see just left of that big tree. If you go through that, you'll still be within the circle's edge, and there you go. You see Adam attacking that. He hits the early tree as well, but hits a good side of the tree, and yeah, he'll have an easy up and down for his par. Looks like Paul's going with that rock 3 again. Super smooth, right down the middle. That's going to hit the hillside and roll back down towards the basket. That's a perfect shot right there. And yeah, there's really there's no option there. That's the only thing you can do. There's no running that putt. Oh. I think Eagle is probably trying to save that, but man, you're playing with fire right there, going for that putt. If you hit the pole or basket,
back down, yeah.
If you hit any metal and it's not in the basket metal, there's no guarantee that you're going to stay up top.
Nice birdie from Paul.
Yep, it helps get him back on track after that unfortunate break. 2 down through the Turkey Gulch is a nice score to have. Bogey is right around the corner for any of these holes, and 2 down is usually a pretty good score through these 3. And Simon and Eagle are just going to tap in their 4s reluctantly, but we'll see how they can bounce back on the next hole.
Yeah, so you're
2 bogeys, a birdie, and a par for Adam. 3, 4, 5, and 6 under.
all right. So we come out of Turkey Gulch and we get to this long par 4.
Yeah, this is a really interesting tee shot here. One of the only backhand Anheuser forced drives. Actually, these next 2 are kind of that way, but this one's a little bit more open, a little bit less technical than 15. But here you have to get a lot of distance to be able to get your birdie. And so you're going to see most players throwing a drive, something hard, Anheuser, forced over like that. And then the second part is just, can you avoid everything?
Wow, that's a smash.
That might be the longest drive ever thrown in this hole. I can't even imagine how you could throw better than that. I mean, that's just picture perfect. Paul's just showing exactly how you want to play this hole.
Now, with how this hole ends up scoring, do you feel like there's potential for it to be a par 5, or is it just a really tough par 4?
Well, it's certainly the way that you define par. I mean, 2 quality shots get you on the green, but it's not. I mean, it takes exactly that. You cannot achieve 1 decent shot and then 1 great shot and get to the green. You have to throw 2 great shots, and it might play in terms of score as closer to a par 5 because there's so few birdies. But these guys are really, besides Simon, a little bit too early on that turnover. Those first 3 tee shots were just incredible. And they really made that tee shot look way easier than it is.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to throw the right angle, you really have to get no less than 450 feet to give yourself that quality look for birdie that you're looking for. And I just can't say it enough. I mean, I am so impressed with this kid. Are you kidding?
Wow.
Almost deuces this. The tee shot requires a hard anhyzer tee shot with a driver. Then his approach is a flip up, somewhat anhyzer, maybe not flip up, but an anhyzer flip overstable forehand that he guts through the fairway again. 2 completely different styles of shots, and he's just showing that he has the whole medley of angles, backhand and forehand.
And I mean, keep in mind, he played well over at Fort Gordon to even get in this position to be on the chase card.
This isn't a mistake.
Yeah.
And a great approach shot from Simon there, keeping it just over that hillside. Worm burner the whole way, which is exactly what you have to do. And look at this. I mean, Paul has a look. Who knows if that had gone in or not if it didn't hit that tree up there. I mean, that was just right on line. You can hardly ever see the basket after 2 shots in this one.
Yeah, and drop in 3 here.
It's special.
Yeah.
An eagle with a great run from about 60 feet. There's no shame in giving that a great run. It was a tough putt. Almost made it. Adam with a killer birdie. I mean,
he's rolling today.
And Paul with a really awesome birdie himself. Eagle's going to tap in for his par. Really no shame in par on this hole.
No.
Really tough hole.
So Adam is now 7 down through 14.
Yep.
Taking 1 every other. That's
really good.
Something else.
No bogeys. Keeping it clean.
I think his rating's around 1,001. Around 1,000. Yeah, there we go.
1,001. I just saw it earlier today. Wanted to see what was going on. You got to do a little research on the kid.
There you go.
Know your competition, as I say. 15 has a couple different options here. You can, most players will elect to try to throw just short of the creek, but I don't think that we're going to be seeing most players on this hole. We have 3 very aggressive throwers of the tee here. And that hits the other side and rolls back downhill. He's going to be OB there. And you're seeing Adam electing to go for the layup approach here. Huge flare.
Wow.
And he's going to be in a really good spot to throw another forehand or turnover putter approach. And that's just simply too tight, too short. He's going to have a ton of trees in his way. Kind of surprised to see Eagle lay this one up. This is a hole that he's so aggressive in the woods. I'm surprised we're not seeing something like what Simon's doing here from Eagle. Across the creek is in bounds, so that's why you'll see a lot of players who have the ability to throw that attacking shot go for it, because even if they miss their line, you really have to kind of get unlucky to go in that creek OB.
It kind of just shows, I mean, the juxtaposition there of taking the safe shot, younger player like Adam maybe not being as aggressive or just having the maturity to play a little smarter, and he's putting himself in great position.
Yep, and that was a really nice looking approach. Just hit one of those last trees, unfortunately. Still got a look. And Paul, really nice approach shot there after his OB tee shot. He'll have a pretty good look for his par. And Simon just didn't hit anything off the tee. Got so far that he had a jump putt on this 540-foot hole. Easy little tap-in birdie for him.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding? Oh, my goodness.
Your Eagle's dad back there.
Yeah, his dad's trying to come up here and see what his son just did.
That was amazing.
Oh, my.
I don't think anyone was expecting that.
Yeah, there wasn't even the camera ready for the FollowFlight from behind ready for that. That's bonus +1 right there. Oh, my gosh.
Adam again, stealing a little bit of the thunder there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to steal thunder from a 90-foot uphill putt, but it's just the story of the round. I mean, yesterday Devin showed it from the chase card. Today it's Adam making moves on whatever you call the third round, the moving day. Yeah, there you go. Whatever you call this third round.
We'll take it.
3 birdies, and everyone had 3 shots. Paul just had that extra OB throw put in the mix. Quality golf from this card.
Yeah, it's funny though. I mean, you expect to see. I mean, really, realistically, coming in the round, you see Adam Hammes, a name that you don't really know.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, well,
he's probably gonna fall apart.
Right. And complete opposite. It's tremendous.
Yeah, it's really cool to watch. And usually at this point, the nerves started breaking down. Like, oh wow, I am playing well against the best in the world at the World Championships.
Yeah.
And he's still stepping up, throwing great shot after great shot, and
I mean, at this point, we don't know exactly what's going on the lead card, but I mean, he's playing so well, he has potential to be moving up still to be lead card on the final day of the World Championship.
Wow. This hole is creaking beyond OB. Eagle with a just horrible kick. He's going to have over 100 feet left for his par. Simon going with a low line. This hole is only 285 feet. You're still going to see most players throw the driver. Just try to throw it straight, let the overstable just do its work. Really great opportunity for an ace run. Looks like it might be a bit inside. He has to worry about those guardians. He does miss them. He's going to be inside the circle.
No aces on your card today?
Not one, actually.
Wow.
Not even one. I thought he might have rung it up again.
The way he's been putting today, it wouldn't have been a surprise.
Yeah, no kidding. There's the Simon we're used to. The little nose-up floater putt right in the center. No doubt about it. A little cleanup there from Paul.
Yeah, he's been a little cleaner on the back nine, it seems like. But I mean, minus that OB there, but a little less struggles.
Yeah, his release. It seems like he's finally getting into his rhythm. Took him a little while to warm up. You know, we saw him struggling playing some Army golf, left, right, and
I like that.
And he's starting to clean it up a bit. 6 down through 16 holes. Not bad for Paul. And
9 down for Adam.
9 down for Adam. And this has got to be the hardest hole in the course. I feel like this has got to be number one on. Oh gosh, I'm losing my words here, but the number one handicap. There we go.
Sure.
And this hole, although it does break right towards the end, is a huge righty favorite hole because if you finish right at all, you're going to be in the jungle. You have to stay off left to give yourself the proper angle. But you also have to throw it clean and give yourself about 450 feet off the tee.
Well, and a lot of the fairways here, at least, even though they are wooded, they're generally a bit wider. This one's obviously much more narrow.
Yeah, and especially, not that mandatory should come in play in terms of it doesn't change your shot selection. Just seeing that yellow arrow there on the tree makes you feel a little more constricted.
Oh, yeah.
You know that a mistake is going to be punished more than it would be if there wasn't a Mando there. So that does kind of come in play a bit. And Paul there going with his, I believe that's his T-Bird 3.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to break just inside the tree. Doesn't quite. Gets a pretty bad kick. Oh, speaking of bad kicks. Now, from this spot, you really just... Only thing you can do is get to the top of that hill. Or you can go around the corner as well.
He might actually have a look there.
Oh my goodness. My brain is frozen from that because you cannot do that from there. There's just the trees don't line up for it. The angle doesn't line up for it. Nothing works for that. And he made it. Now he's looking at it from like 50, 60 feet. And speaking of perfect, I mean, talk about incredible execution there from Simon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's the basket. Wow. Oh, and Eagle doesn't get out again.
This is kind of a demoralizing way for Eagle to be closing out the round here.
Yeah, he's 3 under through 16. He's definitely going to be worse than that after this hole. He's going to need a good, solid approach shot. That's going to help
That'll work.
Stop the bleeding a bit, but not the finish he was looking for.
Well, and he started out the round with a lot of promise. I mean, hitting big putts and even hitting big putts throughout the round. And then here's Adam giving it a run.
Yep, he's going to be circle's edge there. Not what he was looking for, but he's got to look. But yeah, Eagle was 3 down through 3, and now he's going to be 1 or 2 down through 17. So not the finish he was looking for, but
This kid's nails. My goodness.
wow. Look at him. Yep. Hey, I'm good, everyone.
Yep.
Hi. You've never heard of me, I know that, but
You have now.
you guys can't pronounce my last name. It's Jomez.
I did have to ask him
Yeah.
the proper pronunciation.
It is Jomez, right? Not Hames?
It's Jomez.
Hamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't even know. But I do now.
But it's
Hamas.
not Hames, yeah.
Yeah, it's Hamas.
Not Hammies or anything like
Right,
that.
okay, got it. For future reference.
Yep.
For tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he's making moves right now.
Oh, easily. Easily.
And Paul can't quite convert on his, but Simon does. Awesome birdie there.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked about Simon enough. We've been talking about Adam so much, but Simon's at 8 down.
Look at that.
So
It's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of getting overshadowed because we expect that from him.
exactly.
But yeah, quality round of golf from Simon so far. And what a great finishing hole here. It takes 2 excellent shots to get yourself in position to be able to see the basket for your third. But this is a hole that can be eagled. You can get aggressive off this tee shot if you're willing to risk hitting one of these early trees. And Simon's just kind of hitting some leaves all the way through, but he's in the fairway. That's really, that's all you can ask for there. And the same thing for Adam. But, things are going your way. If you hit something and you're staying in the fairway, you just keep rolling with the punches.
This is one of those holes you said it could be eagleable. That's exactly what Paul's going to be trying to do here to close out the round. That's
Sure.
That's his game.
Yeah, I mean, Paul could care less about second place, third place, the World Championships. This guy's not coming out here to get runner-up.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Anytime he can run for an eagle, you're going to see him go for it. And a nice little recovery shot after the bogey on 17, puts him in the middle of the fairway. He too will have maybe a little bit out of position for the eagle run. It looks like, he's certainly laying that one up. But, man. There are some backdoor alleys there from he may be able to see the basket from there. We'll see when we get up there. Yeah, this guy's definitely laying up with a roller. Well, the distance was good enough that he should be able to find ways to get up and down for his birdie. And Adam's not looking at that eagle opportunity.
No.
Let's get yourself in position. And like I said, you see those trees there on the edge of the gap. There's actually some backdoor lanes that are pretty wide open. And that's, I think, what Paul was going for. It doesn't look like it's inviting from there, but it's a little bit wider than you miss it. And there you see exactly what I'm talking about from this reverse angle.
Yeah, Paul was really frustrated after that shot. He was getting down on himself a little bit about not being able to take advantage of that eagle opportunity.
Yeah, he was in quality spot after the tee.
Yeah.
A little bit of a tricky spot there from eagle, but man, he's giving that a run. He's going to be 45, 50 feet long or so but just hitting that line was impressive. Oh.
He's going down swinging, man.
Always. That is the nature of Paul McBeth.
Yep.
And there's that easy little jump putt approach from Simon.
Yeah, he actually had a lot better window there than it seemed like he might.
And wow.
That's a nice capper to Eagles round. He struggled a little bit down the
He's
ends.
like, I'll see you tomorrow.
He's done.
Yeah, 3 under for the round for Eagle. Not at all what he was looking for, but man, he putted really well.
He putted tremendously.
It could have been a lot worse. And look at this. 10 under. 10 under for the kid. And wouldn't you know it, he has climbed his way to sole possession of second place in the event. Over Johnny McRae.
Yep. Over that guy,
Over
Simon.
Paul McBeth. Over Simon. Over the entire field besides Ricky Wysocki, who has an 8-stroke advantage after 3 rounds.
Yeah, he went big today. But
You just can't say enough about this kid showing nerves of steel. He's sitting there. You give yourself a pat on the back, Adam. You really displayed a great round of disc golf. Quality 4s across the board for the lead card or for the chase card.
And we'll get to see him tomorrow. Jomez has the lead card for the final round out of Fort Gordon. We see Wysocki went 13 down, course record.
Back-to-back 55s at Fort Gordon and W.R. Jackson. Silliness.
Yep.
But it's going to set up for an incredible finish. I mean,
everyone's going to be chasing him.
Everyone's going to be chasing. We're going to see how Ricky can back up his world championship from 2016 in Emporia. He's looking good. 8-stroke advantage through 3 rounds, but either way, it's going to be a dramatic finish.
A lot can happen.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you to Jomez. Thank you to PDGA. Thank you to Innova Champion. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, Ultra Germ out.